everybody. It's Dr. Rick dropping in on you. I hope everybody is getting their week off to a great start. For you that are chilling today, celebrating Labor Day, doing whatever it is you do. Wish you the best. For me, I am actually working from home today. The office building doesn't run the air on holidays, and I was not trying to sit in there and burn up. So I'm working from home today, and I'll be back in the office tomorrow because I made a commitment that I was not going to turn my place into a working environment. But I had to get some things done today, so here I am. Look, real simple, real quick. Today is Labor Day. I have some Labor Day offers that I want to present to you. If you're serious about changing your life, uh, hello, Miss Harris. How are you? If you're serious about changing your life, it's about taking action. It's about being committed enough to put some skin in the game, being committed enough to say that I'm moving forward no matter what. I tell people all the time that the things that I've been able to do in my life that people look at and go, wow, wasn't because of some supernatural talent I have. Do I have a gift? Absolutely, I have a gift, but everybody has a gift. And I've said that many times that everybody has a gift. It's the gift is there, and the book of Proverbs tells you that your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. But you have to access the gift. You have to develop the gift. You have to refine the gift. You have to put in work. The thing that has moved me forward in life consistently is consistency, but in a relentless way. And if I had to define myself, and I've been asked this more than once, if I had to define myself with one word, what would it be? Relentless. Not smart, not intelligent, not brilliant, not all these other things that people will often use to define me. And I am grateful for the things that I have developed within myself that provide me certain advantages. But at the end of the day, it's because I refuse to quit. I simply refuse to quit. I'm not going to give up. And that has come, there have been many times where adversity sat at my front door and I could have balked. I could have failed back. I could have moved into my corner of comfort, but I decided no. It's time to stand up, square your shoulders, go out and put in the work. You made a commitment to do something. You made a commitment, and you either get it done or you die trying. Those are the options. Today is Labor Day, so I have a Labor Day blowout, some things I'm excited about. Normally what I do on Labor Day is I do what's called the One You Love offer. The One You Love is anything that I'm offering a special on. You get the program, the whatever it is um, at that price, but you also get an extra one or something extra that you can give to the one you love. It's a way of inviting someone you care about into this process of changing and growing and becoming what it is that you say you want to be. And so I have some things. There is the Manifest Greatness. Manifest Greatness is an event that's coming up on the 17th. The Manifest Greatness event is going to be about the entire process of how you go from concept in the mind to manifesting physically in three-dimensional realm. The things that you desire in life, the things you want to be, the things you want to become, the things you want to have are the result of your thinking. You are living the sum of your thoughts. Your thoughts are the seeds of your destiny. I'm going to show you how to be more in control of that, how to manifest, how to create things seemingly out of nothing. And you have the power to do that. And most people, here's the thing. And when I tell people about manifesting, here's the thing that you need to realize. You are manifesting, whether you know it or not. The question is, are you manifesting good? Or are you manifesting negativity and bad? Are you having consistency in what you manifest? Are you getting something good and then not? And you're trying to figure out why you can't be consistent? It's because you're not being consistent in your thinking. You're not being consistent in your thoughts. You're not holding yourself to a certain standard. You're not captivating or bringing your thoughts into captivity and controlling and managing what you think, because your thoughts are the seeds of your destiny. Out of your thoughts come ideas and beliefs. And these beliefs are spoken from the deepest recesses of your soul. So then your self-talk and your conversation is a reflection of your thoughts, and you, whatever you speak, you establish, you literally put out into the world, and you anchor, and you go on down the line. But we're going to talk about how you can literally do this. And this is not a magic potion. It's not something you just sit up and do, and the next day everything you ever desired in life is sitting in front of you. No, it's a process. But when you work the process consistently, when you are committed to the process, unbelievable things happen in your life. So that is unbelievably $97. You're going to get another free gift with it. But here's the thing. You're also going to get, for Labor Day, a free registration. So when you register for the event, you're going to get an automatic registration that you can give to someone else, and they will be able to join the event and enjoy it and experience it with you. And it's good for couples. It's good for best friends. It's good for people who want their son or their daughter to take the journey with them. It's a great thing to have. That link is in there. Also, what else do we have in there? I had to write this stuff down. Rapid Change Breakthrough Session. This one is my Rapid Change Breakthrough Session, which is generally regularly $350. I've cut it in half, but not only have I cut it in half, I've given 2 additional Rapid Change Breakthrough Sessions that you can gift to the one you love. Now, I've also made it to where you can actually take this and use those extra 2 sessions yourself. So you can end up with 3 sessions for the price of half the price of 1 session. The other thing that I did was the bronze package. The bronze package is normally $2,540. That's 12 sessions over 12 weeks. It is where a lot of people who are still trying to figure out if they want to go all in or not normally start. It's either I get people either at the bronze package or the platinum package. Rarely do I get someone at the gold. I think I've got 1 gold package client, but everybody either goes bronze or platinum. The bronze is $2,540. The platinum is $10,005. That'll be going up to $12,500 in a couple of weeks, or in a week. This week it'll be going up to $12,500. But anyway, what I've done is I've done 2 things with the bronze package. You can either get the bronze package, which is 12 sessions at $1,000 also. Instead of $2,540, it'll be $1,500, or you can pay full price for the bronze package and get it and get a free upgrade to the platinum package. So you go from 12 sessions to 52 sessions, a $2,500 value to a $10,500 value at no additional charge. Here's the kicker. You still get to get your free complimentary package. So if you sit up and whichever one of these do, if you want to pay the discounted price for the bronze and get your 12 sessions, or you want to pay the full price and get upgraded to the platinum, you're still going to get the complimentary match to that to give to the one you love. This is only going to be going for today. And it's because I want to challenge people, number one, to take control of their lives, to sit up and see what they can do when they put their minds to it, to bring other people into their circle who have like minds and want to do what they're doing and go where they're going. How you build your circle is so important. And I want you to focus on that. So I'm sort of trying to give incentive to invite someone into your circle that you believe will benefit from the things that you're looking at. So one of these packages may be for you. If it is for you, this is a great time to take care of it, because again, this is the month that we really truly transition into the front end of our scaling process, which probably take the remainder of the year to get through. But one of the things that we will be doing in order to facilitate this scaling out is the raising of prices. But again, there's going to be a lot of things to do with it. I definitely want to see people at this Manifest Greatness event. Why? Because it's going to be life-changing. This isn't sitting there taking notes. It's going to be explosive. It's going to be lit. It's going to be exciting. I'm looking at the way we're rolling out and setting it up, and I'm just like, man, I can't wait. It's the next best thing to doing a live. And if anybody has ever heard me speak live on the stage, you know, when I'm done, I cannot speak. I'm lit. That's the way I do things. I'm passionate about it. I want to touch. I want people to feel it. I want people to take, because here's the things. The more I can get you to feel it, the more you retain. The more you retain, the more you have to apply immediately. And then there's always going to be the time to revisit what you've taken and what was there, because it's going to be recorded and you're going to get the live recording of it. But I want you to experience what's going to take place. Again, for $97, you can't beat it, because you literally can change your life. And if you do what's out there for you to do, you're going to recoup 97 a million times over. Literally, it's possible. But there's all these other things in there that I want you to be able to take advantage of. One of the things, as much as I love doing events where it's a crowd or a group of people online, virtual events, and and I love it. And I've been doing public speaking for more than you could even imagine. I'm not going to get into it now, but I'll tell you that story probably at the event. I'll probably tell you the story of how long I've been speaking publicly on stage with a mic in my hand. Probably blow your mind, but a very, 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 very long time. And it still comes from the gift. Just taking whatever gift you have and then expanding it and growing it, but whatever. But here's the thing. What I want you to do is understand that you have to have a desire to change. You have to have something about you that you're looking at and saying, you know what? Um, so, okay. Had to block somebody. Here talking about something that has nothing to do with that. But anyway, here's an opportunity to do that. Now, let's talk for a second, just maybe 3 or 4 minutes, about life. Anybody who has been around me for any significant amount of time knows that while I have, these things that I've been able to accomplish, I don't have the ability to circumvent or escape the challenges and adversity that comes in life. It hits me like it hits anyone else. I am as vulnerable to loss as anyone else. I am as vulnerable to attack as anyone else. I enter into times and spaces where I'm under spiritual attack and spiritual weight. Let me tell you something. It isn't about circumventing the challenges and adversities of life. It's not about scooting around the vicissitudes and changes that are naturally going to come in life. What it's about is having your mind made up, having a centralized focus of who you are, an understanding of who you are at the most elementary level, at the most primitive level. You have to know who you are. When things have hit me, and there's only been maybe one time that I can even compare to what I've gone through over the past year, and definitely the past 4 or 5 months. But what I can tell you is it's the same. And it's not that it doesn't matter. It's not that it's not significant to me, because it is. It's the most significant thing in my life. But here's the thing. I know who I am. And the reason I know who I am is I've invested time, energy, and effort in self-discovery. I've invested time, energy, and effort in anchoring myself in the positive image of who I am, making sure I don't adapt the negative assessments of other people about myself. Not that I'm not open to constructive criticism. I have people in my circle who are there for the sole purpose of calling me on my BS when I'm not doing what I say I should do, when I'm sitting up and I'm getting too personal and letting my emotions get in. Somebody say, hey, check that, man. You know better than that. Hey, you need people like that. I've got spiritual advisors that I go to. I have a therapist. I have all these things. But the one thing that nobody can do is tell me I'm not who I am. Nobody can't tell me that I haven't been where I've been. Nobody can't tell me I haven't done what I've done. Nobody can't tell me I haven't survived the things I survived. Nobody can't tell me that I haven't put in the work in the lives I've changed. And anytime that the forces of life are squeezing me and trying to convince me that I'm not who I am, the power of God sends people to me to tell me the impact that I've had on their lives. That is what I'm trying to get you to understand. I was going through a moment a couple of months ago with this thing that I'm dealing with, and Here comes a person that says, 6 years ago, I lost my husband. Of 26 years, he died. I was ready to give up because that marriage was all I knew. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. And somehow I came across one of your videos. And I decided there's something about this guy. I'm going to stick around. I'm going to subscribe. I'm going to listen. And you taught me to see myself, the value in myself. You gave me permission to learn to live again and to thrive. And then here I am 6 years later. Last year, I met another man who loves me just as deeply as my husband. And we're now married. I got another person that said 2 years ago, I was going to commit suicide. Somehow, I came across one of your videos. You know how many times people chimed in after this one person chimed in on a post just arbitrarily. It wasn't even about that, but they chimed in. Everybody saw it, and that come the testimonies. And the thing is, you have just as much potential to touch lives, just as much potential to make your impact in this world, just as much potential to live in the fullness of your design, because you weren't designed for mediocrity. You weren't designed to be mediocre. You weren't designed to simply exist. You were designed to step in and touch lives. Somebody out there is going through what you've been through. Somebody out there came from where you came from. Somebody out there is seeing things through the same lens that you've had to look at it, and they need you to tell them that it's okay, that they can make it. That they need you to tell them that they can heal from it. They need you to tell them that they can sit up and accomplish things beyond what they have seen in their family and their past. That their past isn't necessarily indicative of their future. That they can sit up and speak something that hasn't been done before in the family. They can be the first to do this. They can be the first to do. They can take control of their lives. They need you to be walking in your fullness to do it, though. They need to see it. There are people observe. I didn't realize how many people were watching me when I was going through my storm. But I had a person tell me, somebody I looked at and thought was like a superstar of faith, comes to me and said, I've watched you deal with this adversity that you're dealing with, and it has challenged me to up my faith game. You'd be surprised at what being 100% committed and willing to go the distance will do in your life. I've said this so many times. The first half of my life was about me, proving to people I could do things that they said I couldn't, proving I could have things that nobody had ever had before that I knew, doing all that. And I realized at the end of the day, I was still empty. It was still dark. I was still feeling as if I had not done anything and had no value in this world. And someone who cared about me said, you can get all the things you want to get until you start working in your purpose. You're never going to be fulfilled. That moment, it stopped being about me and started being about my legacy. What am I leaving this world? What will people be able to see that I've done? What will withstand the negative opinions of certain people? Because they're going to always be people who don't like you. They're going to be people who wish you bad. They're going to be people who will celebrate your missteps. There's always going to be. So what will outlive that? What will outshine that? What will speak against anything that moves against you after you're gone? Your legacy. How did you deal with adversity? How did you deal with setbacks? How did you deal with loss? How did you deal with disappointment and frustration? That's going to determine how did you meet the challenges of life, because how you meet the challenges of life are going to determine where you end up in this place. Let me tell you, you're not going to get around it. Oh, but when you decide, make up in your mind that you're not going to relent, that you're not going to turn around, that you're not going to give up, that you're going to stand firm in what you believe in, that you're going to walk out and be the best that you can be, that you're going to touch lives no matter what, that you're going to walk in the fullness of the design of God, and you're going to do things that people say is impossible. Why? Because I was built for this. I want everybody to be able to experience the power of being built for the battle and having the consistency and commitment to walk through the challenges, because everything that you've been saying you want is on the other side of that battle. Everything that you've been saying you want is on the other side of that fear and trepidation. Everything that you've been saying you want is on the other side of that pain you've been avoiding. It's on the other side of that discomfort that you are shying away from. Let me tell you, you're going to have to be willing to get in. I'm not going to stay any longer than this, but I had to kind of share that with you. There comes a point in time where you got to stand up. There comes a point in time where you got to get in. You're not going to avoid the discomfort. It's not going to happen. You're going to have to get in. You're going to have to go through it. Let me tell you, there's a level of commitment that'll push you through the most painful of moments. But you got to know who you are. You know, one thing I can tell you is in the challenging times, I was able to rediscover myself, especially this last trip. Someone who had been really committed to being in shape had gotten way out of shape. I was 258.6 pounds, had 5 heart attacks. Now, this is a person whose first company, official company, because I did a whole bunch of stuff as a kid, but first official company as an adult was a fitness company, Stay Fit Fitness and Training, which still exists now as Master Fitness 21. But here I was out of shape, having had heart attacks, had been in ICU for the first time in my life. I was in a hospital almost every year for something, for like 4 or 5 years straight. I had lost myself. It was on me. I had lost myself. And the one thing that going through what I've gone through now is allowed me to find myself. It's allowed me to recenter myself. It's allowed me to see where I still need to grow, the work I still needed to do. But more importantly, it reassured me that I am who I am and that I ain't done yet. I'm not even close to being done yet. Here I am now, 40-something pounds lighter, in shape, sprinting, working, almost off all my meds, healthy, vibrant, more energy than I can tell you in God knows how long. And it came in the midst of the darkest hour. I don't care where you're at. If you're still breathing, you're still in the fight. Wherever you're at right now, there's a place to go that you're going to come out. Storms aren't meant to last forever. You can walk out of it, and you can walk out of it better than you entered it. And that's the goal. So again, make a commitment and definitely take advantage of one of those Labor Day specials, man. You know, and I love this thing, the one you love specials, where you get something extra to give to somebody you love, where you get to immediately pay it forward. You get to invest and immediately give to someone else without having to give anything, do anything additional. I try to do that at least once or twice a year. This is that time. Take advantage of it, especially on the situation, something like the bronze package, but anything. The bronze package at $1,500 is great. You're going to get one and you're going to give another one. Pay the full price for the bronze package and get a platinum package, which you can still give an additional one away. Those offers definitely won't be there for long, but I definitely want to do something special Labor Day. Everybody does Labor Day blowouts and specials, so I definitely wanted to try. You know, hey. But anyway, it's going to be up to you to take the reins of your life, to reclaim the personal sovereignty of your life, to take control of it. And it's so many things we tend to blame on God and the devil. That's actually us. It's actually us not making good choices. It's us not really thinking things through. It's us not realizing the power of our thoughts and ability to create situations. And we find ourselves in the circumstances of our thinking. And we don't realize that our thoughts, in one way or another, sometimes we're overthinking things. Sometimes we're not thinking clearly. Sometimes we're not thinking critical enough. Sometimes we're not being creative enough in our thinking, but we end up in spaces that make us uncomfortable. let me tell you something. You have the power within you to get out of that. And I'm going to challenge you to do so. On that note, look, I'm getting out of here. You guys have an unbelievable remainder of your day. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be popping back in because, hey, it's Labor Day and we pushing this thing. But on that note, think about what I shared with you. No matter where you are, you can get where you're trying to go from there. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. Now, I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. I'm telling you it's possible. On that note, look, I'm out of here. As I always say, I live my life on full so that when I leave this place, I die on E. That's all I want to do is I want to leave this place not having left anything on the table, having given everything that God placed in me to this life. That's the challenge that I'm going to make to each of you. Leave it here, put it out there, put in the work, make your presence felt. On that note, I'm out of here. You guys have an unbelievable